Hello and welcome to another quick video tutorial with KingTech Coding Clinic once again. It's been a while and welcome to another episode. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you another amazing MS Excel VBA application, and that is point of sale application, right? In one of our videos, we created one point of sale application, which I had a lot of questions on and how this system was going to work and all that. I figured out and I realized that it's actually not going to work. So I decided to recraft a new one that I'm going to be sharing with you for absolutely for free. But before we delve right into that, this is a quick reminder. Please stick around till the end of the video and see how this new system is going to be configured, right? When you look at the previous one, which I'm going to be showing you how that one worked and the limitation it has when it comes to maybe reselling it out to a client and how the client should be able to modify the system or maybe add their product details and all that, right? It was actually a challenge. And then I figured out a solution and then I came up with another system completely for free, fully designed, login details, everything is there. The codes will be made available for you. We just launched another website here. That is our blog website where all these systems are going to be shared with you for free. Yours is to just make sure to subscribe to the channel because from now onwards, just prepare your product store. We are going to be giving you templates, Excel VB applications for absolutely for free, which you can also resell and make money. What you need to do is to just make sure you hit the subscribe button to our channel. Press the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime we upload new video tutorials. Also, don't forget to smash the like button because this particular system is actually a game changer. You are going to get it for free. The source code is going to be open for you. No shit is going to be locked. Everything is absolutely free of charge for you to just visit our site and download. But like I said, the configuration is trickish. So stick around till the end of the video so that you can understand how it works. So that when you are going to resell it to a client, when creating your own demo video in addition to the system, you can explain well how the client will be able to configure the system, and that will even entice the clients to get a system from your store. Okay, so basically that is that. You realize that that has been my documentation. Anytime I launch an application, I come up with a demo video that guides the client how to set up the system and use. Okay, so that is that. So stick around till the end of the video so you don't miss anything. Now, when you look at the previous one, this was the video that is point of sale application, how to create a point of sale application in MS Excel VBA. In fact, this application is actually not good in a way. Let me put it that way, right? The reason I'm saying this is that except for those who have knowledge in VBA that can go ahead and modify the system and have their product entered, right? In fact, it is just too rigid. It's not dynamic. It is limited, right? Any normal user cannot use the system. So now, if you would want to actually learn how to develop something like that, so you can follow this video and do that, right? That is for you to understand something about VBA, right? But for this particular new one, it's actually a game changer. So now let's look at this old one and look at the limitations before we delve right into the new one that I've just developed and how that is also going to work and how you are going to configure it. Stick around. So now let's look at the previous one. This is the old one, like the old version. You can see POS old version, right? So with this one, we have the receipt template design here. So when I click on this receipt, so you have the receipt here. And in fact, everything is looking good as it stands now. But the new one is in fact unique and stunning, right? So stick around. So now let's look at how this one is going to work. So what I'm going to do is first of all, hit this button to launch the POS. So I'll click on this. So now once you have it launched, how do you add products and how do you make sales? So to do that, once you click on product, you have it added with the price. This added with the price, added with the price, added. So how do you make payments? So maybe the payment type, you choose that, maybe cash. And then the total is 7 to 1 cedi. So the user may be giving you 100 Ghana cedis. So you would have to give change. So you click on pay. And now you get change from here. So you proceed to click and print the receipt, right? This is how the old one was working, right? And the point here is this. How will a user be able to change these images and enter their own product? You realize that everything is hard-coded, which is not the best way to do it. So I decided to come up with an amazing one that I'm going to be showing with you. So now let's close this one and see how that one is going to work. Even with this one, there is no login credential, login page, logout page. In fact, it's just some kind of stuff. But if you would want to actually learn VBA, you realize that we have the codes here, which you can just download this one as well. I'll make it available on our website so you can download and actually go through and see how it has been developed, right? Maybe you also have an idea on how you can modify it. You can download it for free from our website. So now let's close this one. Let's say don't save and close this one, and let's launch the current one we have. So now this is it, POS new. So let's launch it and see. So with this one, you can see once it is launched, you have the welcome page, which looks amazing and beautiful, stunning, right? So if you present this to a client, they can't say no, right? So like I said, for absolutely free of charge, stick around and let's see how it works. And then we go through the configuration so that you don't have issues. So now let's click on login. So from this is just, let's say, the logo of the store. So you could just a click of a button, you have a form launched where you can pick up your logo, your store information, like the name of your store, the address, and then the contact information. You have them set up with just a click of a button. So now let's log in here and see this. So I'm just going to log in. There we go. So once you log in, this is the point of sale here, page here. So this is where sales are made and everything is set up. I've already made some. So you can see this QR code. It actually contains the link to my website. So if you just pick up your phone right now and scan this, you realize that you've been landed straight on KingTech website. So that is how it's going. And I'm going to be showing you how you are going to configure this as well. And have, if I want to change it to my YouTube link as well, I can just modify that within the same application, right? So I'm going to show you how you can do that so that I can also guide your clients same way, or how to make sure that is done for your clients before releasing the system to your client, right? They love this. So now that is that. So now with this sales already made, what we are going to do is to click on next. Then we have everything cleared and prepared for new sales, right? So what I'm going to do is just to click on this, and then I have the product list form launched. I can equally close this, and then with this click of this button, I can have this as well launched. So I'm going to go ahead and add product. So once I double click on the name of the product, it comes up with the image. So what I'm going to do is to click here and enter the quantity, maybe banana, let's say 2. So once you do that, you click on shopping cart, and this will be added to this. So once you are done, click and then add another one. Let's say bread, double click. Then how many bread? Let's say 5 loaves of bread. So you click on add to cart, and that is added. So once you are done, click again and add another product. Let's say apples. So you have that. How many? Let's say 10. So you click on that, enter the price, and then click on cart. So you add as many products as you wish, right? And I'm going to show you how you can add all your product together with their images. Stick around. If you miss that side, trust me, you are going to crash the system. It's not going to work the way you want it. So, right, once we are done with this, what is the next thing to do is to go ahead and make payment. So the payment type is either cash, check, or card. If you click on cash, you have this payment type. Check, you have that. Card, you have that. So we go for cash. So now the amount, let's say the user is giving us 500 Ghana cedis, so we enter that 500 cedis. So once we are okay with that, everything is automatically calculated. And then we can then proceed to go ahead and do issue receipt. So to do that, just click on print. And this will process and then have the receipt printed. So let me just say receipts, let me just call it a receipt. The receipt. So let me just save it on the desktop. Just make sure you choose desktop and save it on the desktop. And there we go. So now let's minimize this and look at how the receipt looks like. So we minimize all the. So this is the new receipt. Double click to open it. And you can see this is the beautiful receipt which has everything on it. Fully dynamic, stunning, no issues, no problems. Once you pick your phone right now and scan this, you realize that you are directly straightforward on my website, KingTechCodingClinic.net. So easy peasy. So that is that. So now let's look at that. So now once you are done with this sales, what you need to do is to click on next. Then you prepare the system for a new sale. So you go ahead and follow the same procedure and then make the sales. So now the big question is, how do you configure the system and make sure you have all your products inside the system, all the images? As you can see, for now, you can only see the front end. How the back end logic is working, you can see. Like I said, we're going to be sharing with you for free. You can have the source code and everything, but you have to understand how to configure it so that when you are creating your demo video, in addition to it, to resell the system, then you go ahead and then you do that with our explanation so that you can explain to your clients the best possible way they can understand how to use your system. So now, how do we access the system and how do we configure it? Let's look at how that is done. All right, so now when you check the link in the video description, you will see a link there. Once you click the link, you'll be navigated straight to our blog page here, okay? So what you have, the page says free POS system download with source code, right? So take your time to read and understand the system you are downloading and how it works. Everything is explained here step by step. So just scroll and read everything, okay? So once you get to this spot, you can just click on either this, or that to get it downloaded. So when you click on this, you'll be navigated to the downloads page. And once you hit this download now button, then you'll have it downloaded straight to your folder, your downloads folder. So what I'm going to do is I'll just navigate straight to my downloads folder, which I already have the system right on my desktop here, right? So there's no need I even go to my downloads folder. In your case, you'll have to visit there. So you watch this very carefully. So what is going to happen is just right click on this. Then you go to extract so that you can extract it inside the same directory. So now this is the system here. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and delete this one. Please watch carefully. So now I'll open the system here. And then with this particular images here, just do away with this folder, okay? Do away with this folder. So now this images here, let me just cut off this one here, and then let me show you something. Let me paste it here. Watch carefully. So now for the first time, the system has, you make sure that you run the system inside the same directory. So you make sure if your PC is partitioned, you can just copy the same folder with the system and then place it somewhere very safe. It could be a Google Drive, whichever, right? You go ahead and do that. So once you have that done, you can then go ahead and launch this system now. So launch it. So you make sure you enable contents. And there you go. So once you launch the system, you can see that a new folder is created. So when you double click, you can see that another folder is here. Okay, it's also empty. So now this is the folder that is going to hold the pictures of your products. So I assume I already have the pictures of my products here. So you can see all these pictures. So what you are going to do is just to make sure you name them. If it's Apple, just name it Apple. Banana, bottle water. It doesn't matter how you name them. Just make sure you just name them for simplicity's sake. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this, then Control C to copy all these things, and then I'll open this subfolder and paste all of them here, right? So once they are pasted, I would want to view them in this like a console. I'm good here. So I'm just going to set it this way. So once you are done with that, you are good to go. So you have all the product images here. So now we have the system launched. So now we need to log in into the system. So click on login and then we log in. So once you click on login, you have the system here up and running. So what I'm going to do is let me just say next, and then I'll clear everything here. So what is going to happen is this: when we click on show tools, you realize that we have our products here, we have our sales history here, we have the names of cashier here, we have the login credentials here, and then the welcome page. So with this ones, just forget them. Just make sure you hide this one here. Just make sure this is hidden, but for this one, you can maintain it the way you want, right? So with this ones, we need to reset the system to clear this, and even this, right? Because we don't need them for now. If you use this, it's as if the system is still on my PC. So watch carefully. So what we're going to do is to click on reset system. So you click on this and then you have the system reset. And there you go. So now you are going to start everything from scratch. So what you're going to do is to make sure you add your product. Or first of all, you can go ahead and update your system. When you click on update system info, you enter the name of your shop here, enter the address, your contact here, and click on submit, and you have that change. It will change. The changes will take effect from here and on the entire system and the welcome page as well. So once you have that done, you go ahead and upload the picture of your product store, and then once you save it, you have that also appearing here. It will just replace the already existing one. So once you are done with that, everything is okay. So you can go ahead and add the list of a product. So how do you do that? Now that we have our images inside the directory, the right directory, we are good to go. So now when you click on this, the form is launched, but it is empty, right? So we click on add product. So here you add the products you have here. So far we have the list of the products. So let me just go this and check here, this, and there we go. So we have this. So let me start with Apple so that will guide me. Let me start with apples, right? Sorry. Apples, and then the price is, let's say, 20 each. Then the URL, so you click on this. So once you click on this, navigate to the directory where you have your system and then the subfolder where the images are. You make sure you do that. So you navigate to the desktop, and then the name of the system is point of sale application, and then this, and then that. So we have this. So I'll just choose Apple, click on this. And what I'm going to do is to click on save. So it is saved. So I'll just go ahead and add banana, then the price, let's say 5 cities per one, and then grab the URL. So click on this, that will give you the URL, and then click on add and save. Perfect. If you want to change the price of any, you can just search, then you change the price, and then you click on update. Okay. So then we reset and we proceed. So sorry, let's click on this. Let's add another one. Probably let's look at this. Let's say bread, bottled water, whichever. So bread, and then the price of the bread is 10 cedis. Then the URL, you grab this, grab the bread, and then you click on add. So please, if you like the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Okay, so it takes a lot to come up with something like this. Just smash the like button, and then you are good to go. Right. So now let's move on. So the next one is, let's say let's look at that. Which one we're going to go ahead and pick now? Let's say butter. So you go for butter, and then to butter. There we go. The price is, let's say, 30 cities. Then we grab the URL. So we go for bars. And then there we go. So you can add all your products straight to the system and everything is okay. So once you have that added now, when you click on this, you have the list of products. So now if you double click on an apple, you have it appearing with the image right on your PC. You double click on this, you have it appearing. You double click on this, you have it appearing and everything is okay. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to grab the names of our cashiers, those who are going to do the selling of the system of the store, right? The product. But before that, let's look at the tax information. You realize that here we have tax. So you can update the tax info here. So for now, the tax we set is 0.01 per just 1%. If you would want to change it, you can just go ahead and change it. Okay. So just go ahead and change to whatever percentage you would want to set for tax, and then once you are okay with that, click on update, and then you have that updated. Then you close this one. So here we add the names of our cashiers. So far we have this. So far we have none, right? So what we're going to do is let's add them now. Let's say we have like James, and then let's click on. You can just grab their pictures if you wish. Let's click on save. Then we have that save, and then we have John, and then let's click on save. Then we have that save. And then let's say Amina. Then we have that saved. So you can add all the cashiers you would want to add to the system. So once you have that, anytime the cashier comes here, you can just grab their names and then it will appear here on the receipt to show that they are the ones selling. When you look at the sales history, it also contains the receipt number, date on which the sales is made, the name of the cashier, the product sold, the quantity, the price, and then the total. So that is to for record sake. If you want to trace any kind of sales and how it was made, date and everything, you can do you can check, you can grab all those things from this side. It's as simple as that. If you would want to hide this from your users as well, you can just right click and then you go ahead and hide that as well, so that they don't know where the things or the details of the sales history are saved. So now when you look at this product, you have your products here and then their images and everything is now there. So you have your cashiers and everything here is also now set. So now how do we have our QR code set with our store information? Stick around and let's continue with that. So to do that, the first thing is make sure you are connected to the internet. But before we do that, let me just make some sales here and let me show you how mine looks like and how we can replicate it to have yours or any of the stores you want to sell the system to, right? This is a game changer, right? So now let's make some sales here. So let's say with the batter, we would want to, the price is, let's say we want to take like 2 of that. So we add it to the cart and let's add another one. Let's say bread. Let's say we need 5 loaves of bread. So we add that and then add it to the cart. There we go. So now we want to, so the total is 111, right? So now the payment type is cash. Then the payment amount, let's say we want to enter like 200 so that we can get change. So once everything is there, we want to print receipt. So we print receipt. There we go. Everything is up. And there's something. Okay, let me do that before we move ahead and let me show you that. So let me just call this demo receipts. There we go. So I'll just go ahead and save it. I don't need to even see the receipt again. I don't want to do that. This is what I want to show you. So now you can see that the QR code together with the information that is thanks for shopping with us is together. And when you look here, you can see this is the name. It's called footnote. That is what is hard coded. So I would have to guide you to set up yours and make sure the name matches this so that you can go ahead. Once you run the model now, instead of you having my information with my QR code, you are rather going to have yours appear or the that of the shop owner, right? Let me show you how that is going to be done. Okay. So basically that is that. So now let's save this and let me show you something now. Let's click on this once again. Sorry. Let's move it here for now. So I was mentioning something. So if you would want to edit, so far, we have, this is butter. What we have here is bread. If you would want to edit the price of something, just double click it. And then you can see here we have butter now. So you can change, if there is the quantity, maybe you can make it 3. And once you click on shop, add to cart, it will just update the quantity. If it's the price you would want to, but for the price, that is being taken from the beginning. That's the configuration where you were adding the product. But if you want to edit the quantity, you can just double click it and then you have it appear here. Then you can go ahead and do the modification. So basically, that is that. If you want to delete, make sure it is selected this and you go ahead and delete it. If you want to clear as well, select it. And when you clear, it will clear every data from the receipt as well. So basically, that is that. So now, how do we get our own QR code and have it appear like this? Let me show you. So now the first thing is, let's make sure we go to insert and let's go to, make sure you're connected to the internet, right? Let's go to get add-ins. So from here, we're going to search for the add-in, which is called QR, sorry, it should be QR for office. Sorry, let's click inside here and make it QR for office. QR for office. So once you type this and then you just click on search, so click on add and then you click continue. I already have it added. So this will appear here. So once it appears, you can see it's already appearing with the QR code image. So how do you add your information? That is very simple. I'll just go ahead and copy my website address. Let's say KingTech Coding Clinic. I'll just .net. I'll just copy this. Then Control C, and then I'm done copying. So I'll just come back to this. And what is going to happen is this. I'm going to go ahead and come here. Make sure my website is HTTPS, fully secured. So I'll just click on this and choose HTTPS. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and Control C to paste that. But since I already have HTTPS and then /, I'm going to go ahead and remove that from here. And there we go. Everything is done. So once I'm okay, if it is your website address, just go ahead and type that. If it is your YouTube link or whatever link you would want to have appear on the QR code, you can go ahead and add that. So once you are okay with that, you go ahead and click on insert. So once you click on insert, you have it added. So this is it. So you can see that it is there. Sorry, I've already added and then I added another one. So this is the QR code. Okay, this is it here. So now how are we going to add the information? As you can see on mine, thanks for shopping with us. So what you're going to do is select this one here, put it here, just position it here. Let's go to insert. Please watch carefully. Let's go to insert and then you go to shapes and then you grab one shape here. Just draw a shape like this, okay? And then on this shape, you would want to right click on it and then write your text. Let's say welcome. That is what you want to display instead of thanks for shopping with us. So select it and then let's go to home and then go to format and make sure we have this properly formatted. So you'd want to go to probably the font here and then make sure this is selected, right? So we go to the home and then we want to change the font style to Times New Roman, right? So we do that and then we position it in the middle, center it perfectly, bold it and increase the font size a bit. So if that is what you want, now you come back to format and then shape outline, we set it to none. Then shape fill, we set it to what? No fill. And then with the text color, and then there is a text color, we go for black text so that it will appear like this. So once you have this, position it well, drag this one and bring it just beneath this one here. Make sure it is done. So now press and hold Control and select this one. Sorry, select this one here first. Press and hold Control and select your image. So you have the two selected now. So once you have the two selected, go to format. And then you come to group and then you group them. So once you group them, they have a name here. Okay, so you can see that their name is what? Group 56. So mine is called footnote. So make sure, click on mine and then copy the name of mine like this. If mine didn't appear as it stands now, just make sure you type footnote, that is capital FOOT, and then note in capital. So like that, just type in the same thing, footnote. So once you are done, let me make it footnote 2 because I already have mine. So once you are done, this is just for a quick demo and hit enter. So this one is named footnote 2 and this one is named footnote. Okay. So, but yours has to be footnote to match what is in the source code. So once you have that, what it means is that with mine, you can go ahead and even delete it. So it won't work again. So yours, you can just drag it and keep it anywhere you want to keep it. You will not be seeing it, but it will be in action. The code has taken care of that as well. So basically, that is how you can add the QR code information. Please smash the like button, right, if you like this video. So now let me just click on delete to delete this one since this is mine and mine is already here. So basically, that is that. So now with this, you realize that when we click on reset the system or we click on next, everything is going to be cleared. You can see that it's gone, right? But the moment you start everything and then go ahead and print receipts, it will come back again because it is coded and the codes are taking care of that. So basically, that is that. Go ahead and download the system. Make sure to follow exact same steps and configure it, and then you have things up and running. The next video, I'm going to bring another amazing application, which I'm not going to disclose the name right now, but just make sure to smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please just smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime new video tutorials are uploaded. And I advise you to always watch the demo videos on how to configure the system so that you can have them up and running on your PC and all that. So basically, that is that. Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Bye.